Hello everybody, welcome to Modi's English class. Today I am going to start one prose chapter. Let me tell you first, what is prose? What is the difference between prose and poetry? Many students, lot of students have confusions regarding what is prose. Even they don't answer it well. So let me answer you. What's a prose? Prose is a piece of composition. Prose is a piece of composition which is written in prosaic style, which is written without stanzaic pattern, which doesn't follow the rules of poetry. What is poetry then? Suppose I have to answer what is poetry. Poetry is that piece of writing which is musical, which is heart-touching, which follows the stanzaic pattern, which is lyrical. The words are selected in such a manner which produces music. There is a rhyme scheme. What do you mean by rhyme scheme? So the last letter of the first line matching with the last letter of the third line. Last letter or the last word of the second sentence matching with the last word of the fourth sentence. So that is known as rhyme scheme or music. So what do you mean by prose? Prose is that piece of writing which is prosaic, straightforward, presents the fact. It may be imaginary, but it is written in a paragraph style. It follows the rules of grammar. But in case of poems, that may not follow rules of grammar. That sort of liberty is given to the poets, to the writers. But here, in case of prose, that has to follow grammar. The lines are straightforward. The lines are written in paragraph style. So this is the difference between prose and poetry. Today we are starting one interesting chapter of CHSE first year prose chapter. What is that? The name of the chapter is Standing Up for Yourself. Standing up for yourself. This is the chapter. What do you mean by standing up for yourself? Standing up for yourself means how you stand of your own. Interesting question. If I ask one question to you, you are not standing, you can answer me, sir, yes, we are standing. I am standing. How you stand? Suppose I ask, how you stand? Sir, I stand by the help of my legs, with my legs. I am not asking that standing, that is the physical standing. So there is an inner meaning in this chapter. What is that inner meaning? So stand of your own financially as a human being. You are all standing today of your parents' money. Students stand on their legs physically. But how do they really survive? They survive because of the parents' money. That's why that is standing up for yourself. Standing up for yourself means how you stand of your own financially, psychologically, mentally, not physical standing. I am saying God has given you legs. Anybody can stand on their legs, but that is not the meaning mentioned here. The meaning is how you stand of your own, means how you maintain yourself as a human being. How you maintain yourself as a portion of your own entity, having your own individual significance, having your own personality. And the present chapter, Standing Up for Yourself, is written by Yevgeny Yevtushenko, very famous Russian writer. Yevgeny Yevtushenko. So that is the Russian writer. Introducing the writer, Yevgeny Alexandrovich Yevtushenko very famous writer who was born in the year 933, is a Russian poet, novelist, essayist, dramatist, screenwriter, actor, editor, and a director of films. So he is a man of many parts, very talented author. And I can mention another name of the Russian writer, all of you know, Leo Tolstoy. All of you know, very, very famous writer. So here also this writer has written this chapter with a purpose, with a message. And what's the title of this chapter? Standing up for yourself. How can you stand up your own? Let me start the warm up, the highlights, the summary. Have you ever come across a child deserted by parents? Deserted means left. I may give example of an orphan boy, orphan. Who is an orphan? An orphan is that child whose parents are no more. And here, the child is deserted by the parents. Child is deserted by the parents. How does she grow up? When the parents leave the child, how that child grow up? Who looks after his or her education? If you have not come across such an urchin in real life, urchin, you know, is person having no parents. Urchin, orphan child, orphan child. If you have come across such an urchin in your life, in real life, see the harrowing experiences of growing up in the movie Slumdog Millionaire 2008. There is a Hindi cinema, Slumdog Millionaire, and how a poor kid is winning millions of rupees. That narrates the story of an orphan. Similarly, here we are going to read such a story where one urchin child is there. Directed by Danny Boyle and co-directed in India by Lovelin Tandon. It is an adaptation of the novel Q&A 2005 by Indian author and diplomat Bikas Swarup. Read the following unit. So we are covering the first unit. We are covering the first unit, first prose of CHSE first year syllabus. Name of the chapter is Standing Up for Yourself. Unit 1 we are starting. So first line. In 41, I was living alone in an empty flat in a quiet Moscow street. ... given. In 41, I was living alone in an empty flat in a quiet Moscow street. The writer was living alone. And definitely in 41, I was living alone in an empty flat in a quiet Moscow street. He was alone and the street was very much calm and quiet. And this is the period. My parents were divorced and my father was somewhere in Kazakhstan with the new wife and the 2 children. This is the condition. I seldom received letters from him. So, my parents were divorced. My father was somewhere in Kazakhstan with his new wife and their own children. I seldom received. So, father remarried. There was separation, divorce. Parents were divorced to each other. And the child was alone in a Moscow street. My mother was at the front. Definitely, she was providing service to the soldiers. Front. She had given up her work as a geologist to become a singer and was giving concerts for the troops. Troops, you know, the soldiers. So now, mother was serving to the soldiers by providing singing. She was singing, and earlier she was a geologist. She had left that job. My education was left to the street. What is the meaning? That means My education was left to the street. Means I got no good education, no formal education, and I was brought up in the street. That is the meaning. My education was left to the street. The street taught me to swear, smoke, spit elegantly through my teeth, and to keep my fist at the ready. A habit which I have to this day. Very important line. Let me clarify this line. What is the line? The street taught me to swear. Swear means promise. Smoke. All of you know the street boys, what is their nature? The street boys, they always smoke. They always fight. Spit elegantly through my teeth. He can speak fluently the languages of the street boys. And to keep my fist at the ready. This is the fist. Keep my fist at the ready means always ready to fight. So as a street boy, he had developed, the writer had developed all the qualities of a street boy. He knew how to smoke. He knew how to fight. He can speak elegantly. So this is the nature. A habit which I have to this day. He has kept this habit to this day. The next line. The street taught me not to be afraid of anything or anyone. This is the famous line. The street taught me. The street taught me not to be afraid of anything or anyone. This is another habit I have kept. So this is a great habit. So here writer has learned two habits. How to be ready, how to fight, how to smoke. These are the habits he has accumulated. And what is the other one? The street taught me not to be afraid of anything or anyone. This is another habit I have kept. He has kept this habit in his life. Okay? I realized that what mattered in the struggle for life was to overcome my fear of those who were stronger. Look at the line. I realized that in 41. So definitely in 41, the first line, it is suggestive of the age of the writer. And the writer really writing this article when he was a middle-aged person. He was thinking of his past, writing about his childhood. And in 41 is suggestive of his age. When he was 41 years old, he was living alone. He was reminded of his old time, his past childhood time, how he suffered as an urchin and how he developed the qualities of the street boy. He knew how to fight. He knew how to smoke. He knew how to make his fist ready. He knew how to speak elegantly, and he knew how not to afraid of the strong. And he has kept this habit till date. Till date means at the present time. I realized that what mattered in the struggle for life was to overcome my fear of those who were stronger. This is the line. He realized that he had to overcome the fear of those who were stronger than him. So this is unit 1. Unit 1 highlights writer's childhood. Unit 1 highlights how the writer became a street boy because his parents were divorced. Father remarried and the relationship was not good. Mother serving at the front, army, singing songs, and he had to develop as a street boy. So definitely this is the end of unit 1. Thanks a lot for watching unit 1. Thank you very much.